Hello everybody, what's up and welcome back. Welcome to today's video, which is, as promised, the Luxury Highlighter Showdown. Dun dun dun. I've got three luxury highlighters, three highlighters that truly I would have expected to only get one, because I do typically buy Natasha Denona, but what I didn't expect to buy was the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Superstar Glow Highlighter, as well as the PAT McGRATH Sublime Skin Highlighter. And we've got some stuff to talk about because you may be wondering which one of these is right for you, if any, especially given the price tag. So if you're interested in seeing how these apply on my skin, what I thought of them, how they've worked for me, then just keep on watching. So guys, real quick, I'm going to take you through the description of each product along with the price tag, because I do think that that is something you need to know. I'm going to start off with the one that is the least expensive of the three, and that is the Natasha Denona. So the Natasha Denona is $42. It is made in Italy, has a shelf life of 18 months, and is a, let's see, 8 gram, 0.28 ounce product. So as far as the description, it says it's a metallic highlighting powder with the Glow Impact Powder formula, which debuted in the Tan, Bronze, and Glow palette. It's now in a champagne tone, which is the one we're going to review. Let's see. It says it's suitable for all skin tones. This pressed powder highlighter has a comfortable, lightweight, long-wearing formula that leaves your skin glowing and radiant all day long. So that is $42 as discussed. And let's just go ahead and get into the packaging. So this comes in the typical box that Natasha Denona products come in. And the cover of this palette, or not even a palette, of this product is the same as her little 4-pan, or a couple, I think, of her 4-pan face palettes. It's very, very pretty. I think it's sophisticated, it's simple, it's classy. I love the color to this. And yeah, aside from that, everything is the same. So open this bad boy up. This is what it looks like. It does have a mirror on the cover. And this is a very pressed powder, almost like a gelée type of formula, that kind of stiff. You need a firmer brush type of product. And this is it. So I like how it has the ND on the side. I'm thinking back, do any of her other products have that? And I totally missed it. But let's go ahead and start with this swatch. Again, it is very soft to the touch. It is firm in there. So I tend to like that, because usually what that means is it's not going to sit over top of my skin. It's going to kind of melt in. And the prior formula of this in her tan, I think it's the Tan and Bronze palette, I do own that and I like it very much. I like that this is now in a champagne formula though, because of being suitable for my skin tone. So this is what this bad boy looks like right here. We'll put it on my face in just a bit. So again, this is the least expensive of the bunch, which $42 for a highlighter is pretty expensive. Obviously it's luxury, but to say that it's the least expensive of the three, that kind of hurts my heart a little bit. So let's go ahead and move on to the Charlotte Tilbury. Charlotte Tilbury you can also purchase at Sephora. This one is $55. It's an oversized face and body highlighter in a buildable, easy to blend powder formula for the ultimate soft focus, super luminous glow. To me, those are oxymorons, because to me, soft focus but super luminous don't go in the same sentence, at least in my experience. I don't usually buy soft focus products because to me they're a little too subtle and a little too powdery, and I do enjoy a very blinding highlight. So that's something to talk about. It says the highlighted ingredients are pearlescent pigments to capture and reflect light to enhance glow, lightweight oils, and squalane to support the look of suppler. I'm like, skin, sorry guys, sometimes I have my moments. For an additional radiance, and then firm forming polymers allow the highlight to melt onto skin for a smooth, intense glow. That's a whole lot of claims, and yeah, we'll have to see. I mean, I already know, but you'll have to see. This powder highlighter is in a new light as air texture. I wouldn't know, because this truly is my first Charlotte Tilbury face product, or highlight product, I should say. I have one of her blushes. The finely milled, light reflecting pigments scatter light to blur the appearance of fine lines and create a youthful looking lit from within glow. Again, I typically don't buy products that say lit from within, but anyways, the packaging is refillable and can be used with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer Refill. So there is that. The only thing is I think the bronzer comes in a gold component and this one is silver. So obviously very, very large. It's made in Italy and it has a net weight of 11.5 grams, 0.40 ounces, and it has a shelf life of 30 months. I have never seen a shelf life that long, so that's very, very nice. This is what it looks like. It's a little bit more, dull is not the right word because that sounds bad, and I don't think matte is the right word, but anyways, it's not a shiny type of look or feel as I thought. It's a little bit more dulled down is the best way I can put it. So that's definitely something different to what I was expecting. Didn't disappoint me or anything. I'm just saying that that's what I was expecting. You also have a mirror here. I'm just going to tell you mine came broken. So I'm having to really be careful with this one. And so, yeah, so every time literally I put it away, it kind of like creeps back up and I have to plop it back down. So just beware of that. So I would highly recommend picking this one up in store if you are wanting to save yourself the aggravation of a broken product. So literally mine came cracked right up the middle and it has proved to be very problematic ever since. I just keep pressing it down. It is what it is. So this is what it looks like. It has a very pink tone and in the pan as well as to swatch, it's very, very powdery. And it is the kind of powdery that I would think, all right, this is going to look powdery on my skin. So let me give you a really good swatch here so that you can see what it looks like compared to the Natasha Denona. So here we've got the Charlotte Tilbury. Again, it does have a little bit of a pink hue, but I am a light to light medium neutral skin tone, and you can already see it blends in quite well. I don't have any concern with, you know, a cast or it looking a little dark or anything. It's just, it blends in quite well. So there is that. I like the overall aesthetic of this, and I know this is nothing new because again, she did come out with that bronzer, but for me it's new and I definitely like the whole presentation. So let's go ahead and move on to the Pat McGrath, which is the most expensive out of all of them. I think I told you Charlotte Tilbury was $55. I'm sorry if I didn't. Let's take it up a notch and go Pat McGrath to $65. I did never think in my lifetime I would pay this much for a highlight, but I figure if Pat McGrath is doing it, then she's probably going to do it right. And I want to be the one to test. I want to be one of the ones to try it out. So let's go ahead and go into this one. So the box does look in theme with her holiday collection, except it has a crown. From the Pat McGrath website, which is where you'd have to pick this up. This is not available at Sephora. It is, it says, succumb to a guilty pleasure with this new high-performance highlighter formulation. Golden champagne-hued luminosity pairs with skin tone refining pearl to instantly illuminate with a lightweight silk powder veil. Debossed with signature Pat McGrath Labs hallmarks, this limited edition golden compact is a timeless treasure. Glow forth and prosper. Okay, so that is that. I don't know that I would use this on face and body. This is way too expensive to be slathering on my body. I'm sorry. But it is made in Taiwan. I don't know that I've ever seen a Pat McGrath product made in Taiwan, but it is made in Taiwan with a 12-month shelf life. And as far as how much you get 6.5 grams or 0.22 ounces. So obviously the Charlotte Tilbury is the largest of the three at the middle price point of the three. So that is what we've got going on there. So let's talk about this component, this thing. If you've watched, what was it? Was it my haul? I can't remember. This thing is heavy. When I say heavy, I mean, if you were to drop this on your foot, you'd be in some major pain. This is really, really hefty. It reminds me of a paperweight is the best way I can describe it to you. It does attract, obviously, multiple fingerprints. So if you are opposed to that, then just know that this would be no different. It screws open like this. It does not have a mirror on the inside cap, which I was actually very surprised about because at this price point, you would think that it would come with a mirror in case you were wanting to apply this on the fly or something. I don't know. Maybe they just assumed people wouldn't be traveling with this super 10-pound thing. But anyways, it looks like this on the inside. And it's actually quite shallow. So, I mean, I always look at volume of product and I'm like, but then I actually see something and I'm like, for this much. But it also has a very pink hue, which concerned me when I placed my order because I thought, oh no, I hope it doesn't come in and it's like too deep for my skin tone, has a cast. But I have also not found that to be the case. So this one's probably gonna look the most pink out of them all, but it does, again, like the description say, have that champagne hue. And I do see that pull through quite a bit. But out of the three, it's gonna be the one with the most pinky tone. So Natasha Denona, Charlotte Tilbury, and Pat McGrath there. So despite being sublime or lit from within, or all 2 out of the 3 descriptions, you know, that they're these, obviously Pat McGrath Sublime and Charlotte Tilbury lit from within glow and blah, blah, blah. It just really makes you think, okay, they're gonna be these subtle type of glows, and they've got a little bit more shine than I was expecting, which you won't see me complaining because that is what I love. So at this point, let's just go ahead and start putting this on. I don't have any highlighter on my face, and I'm gonna put all 3 on. I know that's very adventurous, but I'm gonna do 1, 2, and 3. So let's just go ahead and start. We're gonna do Natasha Denona last. We're gonna do it on the forehead, chin, all of that, and then we're gonna use the others on the cheeks. So for reference, I'm gonna save my A23, my Anastasia A23. I'm saving this for the Natasha Denona because the Natasha Denona is very stiff. You need a firmer brush because going in with just a flimsier highlight brush will not work. So saving that for last. Let's go ahead and start off with Pat McGrath, but I do need a little bit of a mirror, which I've got one over here. So we'll just use this. Okay. So let's go ahead and begin. So I'm going to, what I do is I kind of I gently like sweep because I'm not trying to like dig up a ton of product and mess with the, it was too expensive to really get it super ugly. So anyways, so let's just go ahead and start. And obviously right off the bat, it is not any kind of subtle. Now it's not super blinding right off the bat, but the more you layer, the more metallic it goes. So I do like to go in with 2 or 3 layers. And again, I'm not really pressing too hard, but I'm pressing with enough to pick up product. So just going in with a second layer and it starts to look more metallic. Again, I'm a light to light medium skin tone and you can already tell it is not showing any kind of cast. It's not looking like a gray shadow. Now, I can't speak for any skin tones lighter than mine. I'm very sorry. But at least for mine, it looks very, very doable. So very pretty. That is what that one looks like with 2 layers. And again, I do like to go with more than 1 layer for that reason. I like to build it up, make it a little bit more metallic, a little bit more show-offy. So let's go ahead and go into the Charlotte Tilbury. We're gonna put that over on this side. And again, I am using a kind of a little bit of a flimsier brush. And I'm just basically, same thing. I'm not going in too hard because mine's broken. It does tend to really, ooh, I went in with way too much. It does tend to start kicking up and just getting real crumbly. So let's just go ahead and start putting this on. So you can already tell that this one is definitely less metallic than the Pat McGrath because with 1 layer, it does look subtle. However, you can tell there is a very lovely glow. And again, I do go in, oh, I went in with too much. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. I do go in with 2 or 3 layers with this one as well. And I just kind of diffuse. And again, this one has a pinky tone and you can tell that it's not too deep for me. Like it works for my skin tone. So definitely the more you build up with this one, it really doesn't take it more metallic. It almost kind of makes it start looking a little more powdery. So not that less is more, but I wouldn't go in with more than 2 or 3 layers of this product. So if that's going to be something that you know, you would want to go in with more because you're wanting a really amped up highlight, then this may not be the highlight for you. So, but you can tell it's very, very pretty. It's a very ethereal type of glow that may not be super metallic and high shine, but it is very elegant. It's very, very pretty. So that's what we've got going on there. So Pat McGrath on this cheek and Charlotte Tilbury on this cheek. Let's move on to the final one, which is Natasha Denona. So let's go ahead and go in with a stiffer little brush. And with this one, I do dig in pretty hard because again, the pan is very, very stiff. The powder is very stiffly packed in there for good reason. So I do go in with quite a bit. And this one, obviously, I hope you can tell, it's harder to tell obviously on the brow bone than on the cheek. We will also do the nose. This one is highly, highly metallic. Just like the description said, this one does, like this one shines. This one radiates the most. Let's do the other brow bone. I truly hope that you can see that because I feel like it's not as apparent on camera as it is in, it's a high shine right there. I'm adding probably more than I need to, but I'm trying to get you to be able to see. So my forehead is shiny right now. So this one is the most metallic out of the bunch, and there is literally no kick up. Like there is no powder remnants whatsoever. Whereas with the others, especially the Charlotte Tilbury, you do get a little bit. Now granted, again, mine is broken, so I do get more than usual, but that is the three in action. Again, this is what they look like side by side: Pat McGrath, Charlotte Tilbury, and Natasha Denona. So they are very, very similar. I'd say the difference is that the Natasha Denona is definitely champagne. There is no pink whatsoever. And with Charlotte Tilbury and Pat McGrath, they do have that pink tone to them. However, once you start applying, that kind of dissipates a little bit. It's not like a strong pink tone. I don't go for pink highlighters. I don't like them. I don't buy them. This was a little bit different. I definitely wanted to try these, but there is absolutely, like once I put it on, I don't see hardly any pink at all. So it definitely is in line with what I like in a highlight tone. So let's go ahead and finally talk about final thoughts and which one may be right for you. So, and starting off with Natasha Denona, this is going to be for you, one, if you're wanting to pay the luxury price tag. It is the least expensive out of the three, but it's also the most metallic. So if what you like is a super blinding highlight, then this one's going to be the one for you. Especially with the price tag, it's kind of a win-win because you've got the lesser price tag from the three and you've got the super high shine finish. So it does, to me, it reminds me exactly of that other product in that tan and bronze palette. So if you did enjoy that finish, then you will very much enjoy this one too. And it's kind of nice that it's in the champagne hue and it's got this whole pan of product to itself. It doesn't have to share with others in a palette and be smaller. And I find myself, I think I'm going to reach for this one quite a bit. So that is that. Also remembering that the Sephora sale is going on. So you'll kind of want to pick one of these up during the sale and save yourself some money if that's the case. Let's move on to the Charlotte Tilbury. Again, purchase in store if you're looking to get this one because it's disappointing to have it broken. But anyways, this one I loved. I'm not even going to say I liked more than I thought I would. I love this highlight and I am not a lit from within type of girl. I like super metallic, full on like light bulb on my face. There is something about this that just works. It looks so, so good. It doesn't, what surprised me, I think the most is that this one doesn't have that powdery look that sits over top of my skin, which I thought it would, given the finish and given how it feels. I thought it was gonna just kind of sit like a layer over top. It doesn't. It just kind of, I wouldn't also say it just melts into my skin like the Natasha Denona, but just something about it looks so pretty. It looks very angelic. It looks very ethereal. I don't think I have anything like this in my collection, and that's saying a lot because I have a lot of highlighters. Highlighters are my thing, but look how pretty it looks. It makes your skin look so dewy, so radiant, and I will definitely be using this. Will I use it on my body? Probably not. But if you're looking for something that you can use on face and body, which you can use any highlight on face and body, but if you're looking for something like that, if you're looking for something that does give you a very beautiful shine, however, it's not super metallic and in your face, then this one is going to be right for you. It is the middle of the road price point of the three. So again, use your discount if possible. Then lastly, we'll go into PAT McGrath, the most expensive of the three, the most luxe out of the three. This is probably the most luxe packaging I have in my collection. It is beautiful. I do love it. And I'm going to tell you, I'm very glad I picked it up. I would say this is the middle as far as metallic between the three. This kind of falls in the middle. It's beautiful. Something, I don't understand how this tone works on my skin, because it looks like in the pan, it looks like it's going to have a cast, and it just doesn't. It's very pretty. What you have to ask yourself with this one is, if are you truly wanting to splurge and treat yourself with this price tag for a highlighter, because quite frankly, no one needs to be spending $65 on a highlighter. So that really is what it comes down to for this. Is it beautiful? Yes. It's metallic. It's kind of that also middle of the road. It's not super punchy in your face, but it's a step up metallic wise than the Charlotte Tilbury. So you kind of have to ask yourself if you just want to add it to your collection, if you want to try it out, or if you truly love this type of finish, this kind of like it's leaning towards metallic, but it's not full on metallic like the Natasha Denona, then this would be for you. You cannot get it on the Sephora website, so you wouldn't be able to take advantage of the price tag. So honestly, it's kind of hard for me to be able to say, oh, you need this in your life, because quite frankly, none of us do. It's very expensive. I'm thinking back to when I lived, you know, on my own and I was single, and $65 got me a lot at the grocery store. So you kind of just have to weigh that out. If it's, you know, a finish that you would absolutely love, then go for it. But anyways, it's again hard for me to super recommend it on that basis, but it's absolutely stunning. Okay, my friends, this brings us to the end of this video. I hope you found it helpful. And before I let you go, I just want to leave you with a quick verse of the day to let you know that Jesus loves you very much, and so do I. It comes from Zephaniah 3:17, and it says, "The Lord your God is with you, the mighty warrior who saves. He will take great delight in you. In his love, he will no longer rebuke you, but will rejoice over you with singing." He is so amazing. He just loves you so, so very much. And it is my prayer that if you don't already know him as your Lord and Savior, that you would come to know him, and the just amazing peace that he brings, the amazing love, just everything. He can be your Savior and your very best friend. I can't navigate through life without him, and I just want to share that open invitation with you, not to shove it down your throat, just to invite you for that. So, all right, guys, I will see you in the next video. Until then, stay safe and stay well. Have a great rest of your day. Bye, guys.